Cari amici sportivi, welcome to another edition of Red Card Weekly. I am one of your hosts, Vince. Io sono milanista da quando sono nato, non solamente come mi va bene il risultato tavernese. I would like to introduce one of our hosts, Francis. Per me l'Europa League è più importante della Champions, quello Giacomo. And my other guest, Steve. I don't know who I hate more, Inter or Allegri. Polillo. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Yes, I was sorry I left you guys all by yourselves for the People's Show. I went down to the United States and I got myself Yes People. I don't know if you can see it here. I did get myself a tattoo showing the red and the black of Milan, because in me, it's always going to be red and black, my friends, even though we're sucking out shit right now. Francis, what do we got? Let's start off with some scores.
Yeah, let's start with the scores.
It was a pretty exciting weekend, Serie A. We'll start off with Saturday's games. Big matchup, Juventus-Napoli. Juventus 2, Napoli 0. Milan, Lazio 3, Milan 2. All right, so Sunday, here we go. Parma 2, Sampdoria 1, Udinese 1, Pescara 0, Genoa 2, Roma 4, Chievo 1, Fiorentina 1, Cagliari 1, Bologna 0, Atalanta 2, Siena 1, Palermo-Torino 0-0, and Inter 2, Catania 0.
4 in a row for Inter. And for all you Napoli fans out there that said we didn't talk about you guys enough, this week was your chance. And guys, Napoli loses 2-0. Our day overhyped.
Napoli came in, like we always say, contender to the Scudetto, to Juventus. Unfortunately, they showed up with 0 balls. The game was very choppy, no flow. Absolutely terrible. The first half, everybody on the floor, who's crying for a medic. The super spray came out.
The super spray actually works. Did you see that? Everybody was fine after that.
And that's what we had. We had an uneventful game till super subs from Juventus came in. I have to just say that I'm very, very disappointed. I was watching the game and I did not think Napoli was going to come out with almost no ammunition, 0. There was no service for Cavani.
And Vince, who is to blame, you think, for this slow start?
I don't know if you guys, there was probably 745 fouls during that game. I don't know if Juventus was trying to slow down the game, with that 3-9, well, just Cavani up there. But guys, I don't know if you guys, we watch soccer all the time. As soon as Cavani hit that crossbar and this game, it's just not going their way. And you know what, Juventus right now, they're on a roll. They haven't lost in 45 games so far. And I had a feeling that they had a couple of good chances, but against Juventus, at Juventus Stadium, if you don't take those chances and score. But I do believe that Juventus played very well. They slowed down the game, but way too many fouls. And when you're in the ref, what can you do? You got to call that stuff, right?
But I have to just add something to that. I thought the opposite of you. I actually thought once he hit that crossbar that they were going to believe that they could actually take it to Juventus. And it didn't happen.
They didn't create anything. From that moment on, actually, they didn't create anything. No chances. Like you said, Cavani, I'm sick. Didn't get much service. And you think, though, the loss of Lavezzi now is starting to show?
I think they're thin.
Yeah. Even Maggio.
Well, Panda's not the replacement, obviously.
No,
right?
no, but even Maggio, he was doing that one great run, one great skill, and then he had 15 in a row where he's just like, what are you doing?
They didn't push forward that much.
No, I think they were just trying to let's defend and see if we could open up here. But if there was a team in Serie A right now that can beat Juventus, it was them, and unfortunately they did not impress.
Well, we're looking for someone else.
I was going to go buy some Napoletana ice cream, and unfortunately I didn't buy it.
Guys, are you a bit disappointed Mazzari that he didn't adjust? He didn't put Insigne on when he saw that maybe it was 15-20 minutes game, it was still 0-0. Insigne maybe should have came on to maybe create something.
He created a little bit once he came in. He was dancing and prancing.
It was too late.
It was too late, yes. I should have put him on. So
he was not proactive with his changes. Let's be very frank with that. All his changes, he didn't make any changes. Juve at 0-0 was trying to make changes to change the game. Mazzari looks like he was actually at a theater. He was watching the show. He's like, oh my god, now he made 3, I didn't make any. Maybe I should make one now. Bring your fucking balls.
Take it easy. But just before we finish up, Pogba, wow, what a goal. Really, I don't know if this guy's for real but I find it was a very, very nice
According
goal.
to our friend Sammy Mancini, he's the next Patrick Vieira. He ends up being that player.
He's the replacement for Pirlo.
He's supposed to be the replacement for Pirlo.
He can't be, because
He cannot be. There's no replacement.
No, but you know what? For a young kid, for a 20-year-old, What is he, 2019?
Right, he's 19.
19.
You can see as talent.
He was alright. He was alright.
Just two bright lights for Juve. Even Juve disappointed. Didn't play a great game. Asamoah was lively. Both
Asamoah,
ways,
like, right.
up and back.
The first 15 minutes, he was the only one on the field because even Juventus, like Jovinko, once again,
But wait, Vince, to Jovinko's defense, he
Yeah.
was actually trying something.
he was,
He
but
was looking to get the
he's
ball. He got
trying too
involved.
hard. He's throwing himself on the floor. He's screaming at the get up and go play. You're 5'2". You're trying to get fouls. Come on, just play, Jovinko. We all believe in you. Stop playing like this.
I have my opinion on Jovinko. I think Jovinko should not be playing with Juve.
I think BB is you know what? Did they make a mistake signing him? Maybe he was good at bottom and no pressure. I don't know, but it's still early.
I think he's still a good signing.
He's still a good
We saw Matri that got a wonderful ball from Pirlo.
Wow.
Matri just had to tap it in, and Matri's not the guy. It's obvious.
No.
So what? They should sign a guy in January, or they shouldn't even waste their money because
No.
they don't have competitors.
They should have wasted. They have Nicholas Bentner, il top player. Che non gioca mai. Per favore, svegliatevi, Juventus, svegliatevi.
Anyway, basically, guys, Napoli's a team that everybody wants to see succeed, but they don't have the weapons to do it.
It's still early in the season.
I don't believe in Napoli.
Okay, you don't believe it.
Anyways, next game, Lazio-Milan. Lazio wins 3-2.
Do we need to talk about this?
Yeah, we do have to need because it's a big game. Lazio wins. They end up they're in second place right now. So maybe we're not talking about Milan, but we'll talk about Lazio because Lazio, nobody talks about them. They're very disciplined. They stick to their positions. Everybody knows their role, and they take their chances.
Lazio played amazing. When you're playing at this kind of rhythm at the beginning, like see that deflection at the beginning of the first goal of Lazio, these things go your way. The only thing that I would have to say about Lazio in that game, that at 3-0, they relaxed a bit too much. Where a team like Milan, right now as we speak, they had the opportunity, guys, let's be honest, they had the opportunity to come back and do 3-3.
I didn't expect them to come back, honestly. I was surprised actually came back 3-2.
The only thing,
I almost changed that.
you know, guys, I'm always the glass half full. I was at the 60th minute and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. If we score a goal every 10 minutes, which is pretty reasonable, we should be able to get back into the game. But once again, it was a bad time for Milan to go play a team strong as Lazio. Hernanes, Il Profeta,
He's back.
He's back, like, you know, in midfield and close it. What can you say about? He's just. He's
Still his
awesome.
age, he comes through, comes big attack. All right, guys. Now I want to know: is it a coincidence that Milan started making a comeback when Boateng came out, or you think it has nothing to do with the whole situation? Is Boateng the most overrated player in Serie A, or he's being played out of position? It's one of the two, guys.
Boateng is being played out of position, and I think he's taking up too much pressure.
Exactly. Yeah. Way too much pressure.
He feels like since he was there, he's almost maybe one of the Milanese that's been there the longest time, and he's had success with Milan
But guys,
in other years.
he put that pressure on himself. Why is he wearing the number 10? Come on.
Guys, the number 10 doesn't mean nothing anymore.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, in a team like Milan, number 10, you cannot give it to Boateng because he's not a number 10. But the number 10 itself has lost.
This was a number 10 right over here.
Living in the past.
Living in the past. They got triplete. I'm living in the past.
Bright light. Pato's coming back. He played
The bright light is Pato came on and Pato didn't get hurt.
Thank God.
El Shaarawy comes through again.
El Shaarawy came through, and what a goal. And why? Because he was playing in position in the second half when he made that change. Allegri, stop trying to mix stuff up with these stupid formations. You stick to whatever works. Emanuelson was feeding Pazzini. El Shaarawy on the side. Start playing FIFA 13 like I told you a couple of weeks ago. Look at different formations and get her done.
Guys.
Get her done.
We're 7 games into the season and still Allegri doesn't know his preferred formation and his preferred lineup.
One thing I will say.
Yeah.
3 years ago, guys, I'm not saying Milan's going to win the Scudetto at all, far from that. I want to explain Serie A. 3 years ago, at the winter break, Roma was 16th place. 16th. And they played for the Scudetto until the last game. I'm not saying this to say...
Vince.
Francis, anything... what if they win every
That
single
Milan
game
team,
until
and
the...
that year there was the team like Juve that was so dominant. Juve is not dropping points, and that's it. Milan's not getting. There's 17 points.
November 25th, Milan is playing Juventus. Juventus is dropping
Guys,
the first game
anyways,
against Milan.
Allegri, you guys keep him or he's out?
If they lose against Malaga this
Oh,
Wednesday,
he still has another chance now?
no. Malaga is out.
For me, Allegri needs to go. I think he's just overthinking himself. Like Francis said, if you're at this point and these are your players and you still don't know your preferred formation, I don't know what else we can tell you from here in Parkway Bar doing Red Card Weekly once a week on Sundays. We look at the internet for different articles and we see an article that says Emmanuelson for the Orange, which is Netherlands, I don't mind playing left back. Well,
Yeah, because he wants to make the team.
yes, but for Milan, right now, we need a left back. So let's play Emmanuelson left back. Let's put in Bonera or Zampata with Mexes, De Chilio on the other side. In the middle, stay with De Jong, filter back to Boateng in the midfield, and with Montolivio, and have your choice of El Shaarawy, Pato now,
Robinho.
Picic, and you have to make
Anyways,
Patrick.
guys, I'm happy I'm not in your shoes right now because
You were in our shoes last year when you went 9 games without winning a
Allegri's
game.
actually talking about surviving right now. He's talking about
What is
fighting
he
for
talking about?
relegation.
Oh, police.
Allegri
Oh,
himself
police.
said it.
Okay, Stramaccioni.
Anyways,
Okay,
next question.
Stramaccioni.
Credit to
Next
Lazio that played a great game.
Okay, Stramaccioni.
Next game, Roma-Genoa. Roma goes down 2-0. I thought that's it. Roma collapsed. Zeman's gonna get fired. The big names, Totti, De Rossi, bring the team back. They didn't collapse at all. They took over the game. They ended up winning 4-2.
Did you guys see the Totti goal? Like just a beautiful turn into the corner of the goal. Osvaldo with that goal there was like
Osvaldo, that's it. You have to give him service. A bit like Pazzini, which is not getting at Milan. He's not getting any service. Osvaldo's a bit the same type of player, but he is getting service.
what do you have?
I'm just saying about Roma right now.
We're talking about Roma.
Well, I'm just saying comparing the players.
I have to say that Osvaldo is becoming your prototypic poacher. He's becoming
You
a
know
poacher. He's always in the right place at the wrong
Like
at
Peter
the right
Crouch.
time.
He's like a Peter Crouch.
He's not even, I don't even put Peter Crouch and Osvaldo in the same. Peter Crouch is the robot.
Another player that is coming through the ranks at Roma that's getting a chance, the young Florenzi.
You know what? I was pretty impressed. He made a couple of mistakes in the game, but I believe he's 19 years
But
old.
he's involved, eh?
He's very involved, and there was a couple of plays with Totti where it was those through balls, and it looked like they were, they knew exactly what they were going to go and stuff like that. And again, Osvaldo, great game. Daniele De Rossi, great game. I don't know if Zema's going to take the credit for, hey, I benched him last game, and now he's coming on for these. But great game from both of them. And on a side note, do you guys think if Osvaldo would wear like a black mask, he'd look like Zorro? I think he'd look like Zorro. What do you guys think? That little mustache. Great Halloween costume for
Dress up like Osvaldo.
dress up like Osvaldo. Very nice.
Anyways, guys, Fiorentina is starting to slow down for some reason.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're playing at Chievo. A couple of weeks ago, we were saying they're not a pushover. They went down 1-0.
If you know that's Fiorentina.
Aquilani, maybe you would touch. If Jovic, or
I would good lineup this year.
How Jovetic goes Fiorentina.
They
if
still have a good
Aquilani
lineup.
comes back, if Aquilani plays to his best, you don't think Fiorentina has a chance to finish top 5?
We don't know.
We've never seen
Aquilani
Aquilani's
is best
best, yeah.
since he played the Roma.
Yeah, actually, that is a pretty good point.
Anyways, guys, so for our second segment, I wish we had more time to talk about Serie A. Our second segment, we'll be talking about Tottenham-Chelsea. We'll also be talking about Italy that played midweek.
Yes, we will.
And we're starting a new segment with the question of the week. Vince, if you want to explain.
Yeah, so we're going to be on a side note, guys. We noticed a lot of the videos that not enough people are watching the second part. Second part, you do have our red card of the week, something that we pick every week to say, here's our red card for this kind of incident or person. And we're going to be talking about our question of the week, which will be posted from our newest member, Mr. Dan Nixon from Ottawa, that's helping us out with the whole social media. We're going to be posting this, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, and we'd really like to get your comments. We will be opening up the floodgates with this question. Ask Francis.
Second part, we'll talk about it. Stay through for the second part of the show.
He's already shitty.
It's a touchy subject. We'll see you for the second part.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Part 2.